Here today with his parents Scott Stringer and Megan Lavin. His favorite SJC memory is his sophomore year winning kick against Gonzaga. Number 45, Nolan Stringer. Introducing number 51, Sebastian Ruggieri. Sebastian is here today with his parents, Dennis and Astrid Ruggieri, and family. His favorite SJC memory is winning the championship his freshman year. Sebastian is considering Robert Morris University, Old Dominion, and the Citadel. Number 51, Sebastian Ruggieri. Introducing number 52, Will Harper. Will is here today with his parents, Tim and Mary Harper, and family. His favorite SJC memory is winning the championship and spike ball in the locker room. Will is considering Denison University, Ave Maria University, and the University of Maryland. Number 52, Will Harper. Introducing number 58, Ian Ellis Jr. Ian is here today with his parents, Crystal Whitaker and Ian Ellis Sr. and family. His favorite SJC memory is when St. John's played DeMatha live on ESPN during their sophomore season. Ian is considering the University of Albany, the University of Rhode Island, North Carolina A&T, and East Carolina University. Number 58, Ian Ellis Jr. Introducing number 62, Patrick Vogt. Patrick is here today with his parents, Alan and Caroline Vogt, and family. His favorite SJC memory is being a part of the SJC football team and having the opportunity to grow as a player. Patrick is currently undecided. Number 62, Patrick Vogt. Introducing number 66, Peter McCluskey Jr. Peter is here today with his parents, Peter and Lisa McCluskey, and family. His favorite SJC memory is the Florida trip in his sophomore year. Peter is currently undecided. Number 66, Peter McCluskey Jr. Introducing number 71, Jordan Harrison. Jordan is here today with his parents, Jordan and Lisa Harrison, and family. Jordan's favorite SJC memory is his first game playing varsity as a freshman. Jordan will be attending the University of South Florida. Number 71, Jordan Harrison. Introducing number 77, Adrian Hamilton. Adrian is here today with his parents, Jacqueline Hawkins and Philip Hamilton, and family. His favorite SJC memory is beating Gonzaga in 2023. Adrian will be attending Virginia Tech. Number 77, Adrian Hamilton. Introducing number 79, Thomas Chakante. Thomas is here today with his mother, Unha Chakante, and family. His favorite SJC memory is when St. John's won the 2022 WCAC championship. Number 79, Thomas Chakante. Introducing number 88, Cooper Horan. Cooper is here today with his parents, Brian and Alexis Horan. His favorite SJC memory is winning the WCAC championship. Cooper is currently undecided. Number 88, Cooper Horan. As these seniors take the field, let us show them how much we appreciate everything they have done for this program in school. Cadet fans, make some noise for your 2026 senior class.
What a play after play after play.
And there it is. And she is taking over.
Love that.
He's got a lot of room to run.
The greatest conference in the country is showing out tonight, gentlemen.
Wow.
Home run.
That's number one on SportsCenter right there.
Daquan Davidson in the paint, and he puts it in for a 2-point lead. Your WCAC champions. To the Good Counsel Falcons on behalf of...
It was a ruse.
It was a ruse. A little head fake. Thank you and welcome to St. John's College High School, home of the Cadets, where they will play host today to Our Lady of Good Counsel Falcons. Here on Military Road, where the leaves are changing, and my co-host is a little emotional. I'm Ken Meringolo, and he is, of course, Kevin Ricca.
It is a beautiful day right outside Rock Creek Park here in Northwest D.C. This is the premier high school football game in the region. The number 4 St. John's Cadets taking on the number 6 Good Counsel Falcons. This is opening day in conference play for the Cadets, who had a bye last week. Good Counsel coming off a brutal battle against the Math on a 7-0 loss. What a great high school game. But we're going to have plenty of that today, this afternoon. I can't wait for this one, Ken. These two teams have had this game circled for weeks.
We have players. I had an update there from the sidelines. We'll get to that in a second. But we'll give you some players to watch. We want to make sure Chris Dora has some space here when the captains are ready and the color guard comes out and opening prayer and anthem. But before then, we'll let you know that Coach Bird on the St. John's side and Coach Stefanelli on the Good Counsel side bring two, as you said, Kevin, two of the better high school programs on the East Coast, nationally, really. I mean, if you're going to be that good here, you're that good everywhere. It's going to be a fun game. It's really, to me, watching Dennis Bird get his first crack at Andy Stefanelli is a treat. I was thinking about that.
Coach Terrence Bird.
What did I say? Did I say it wrong again?
It's all right. No. We're overcome. It's next play, Ken. Next play.
Next play.
Yeah,
sorry.
next play. Shake it off.
His first shot at Coach Stefanelli, who's been here forever, and I love seeing that matchup because what he's done here at St. John's this season has been pretty awesome. Seeing the kids' faces, see it especially on senior day here, and these guys walking out with their families, seeing the impact that this program, even in 1 year, has had on them. Two class organizations hitting each other today.
This is a championship level contest here. These two programs have won 4 of the last 5 WCAC titles, and if you want to be on top of the best conference the best conference in the nation, and be called champ for the last 5 years, you understand exactly what's about to unfold here this afternoon.
The St. John, the Good Counsel team is on their sidelines. I don't see signs of the Cadets yet. Maybe a little gamesmanship, making the away team Falcons roast in the sun an extra second or two. We'll get them in here. Good Counsel has had their opening salvo in what we would call the real season in the WCAC. They played DeMatha, 7-0 game last week. DeMatha comes with a reputation. You kind of know what you're getting this year. They're very, very good.
Yeah. There's no disguising it. The defending champions are tremendously loaded again this 2025 season. Everyone in the league would have to say that they are the favorite, especially after getting that first win in conference play on the road at Good Counsel, which we both know, very difficult place to play, incredible atmosphere, but you don't go in there and come out with a shutout win very often, and that's what Dino Campbell did on the defensive side of the ball. That defense at DeMatha was flying all over the place. This Good Counsel defense stepped up tremendously that last week. They were inside their own red zone on 4 separate occasions, giving up no points, Ken. That's a really big deal. Between fourth down stops, block kicks, they they were bending but didn't break. The field position game was not in their favor, but they held on, and they had a chance to win at the end, which is all you can ask for in an opener against the DeMatha. So a great game played by the Falcons last week, and St. John's with a bye week might have to shake a little rust off. But with that comes a bunch of young men coming off the injured list, Ken, and I know that Tyler Butler-Simpson back on deck. He'll be starting today, I believe, for the Cadets. I know he practiced healthy all week long, and we haven't seen that young man with over 20 scholarship offers, but I know the Cadets secondary should be glad to welcome back number 2.
Not to mention Big Reddy, the offensive lineman, saw a bunch of 58 shirts walking past us about 5 minutes ago. If he's able to shoot up, it's a good story. It's good for everyone. You never want to see kid have to sit out a season for injury as they come in. Real fast, speaking of shutout wins, got to cover Coach Calhoun and the McNamara Mustangs getting one over Gonzaga. That also impacts this game just because there's only 5 teams. It shakes things up in a way that hasn't been shaken up in the past because McNamara hasn't gotten that win in the past.
It's true. If you think about it, with these 5 teams, there's a grand total of 10 regular season games, and this right here, this game today will drastically affect the seeding at the end of the season, and McNamara shaking up the conference with a home victory in shutout fashion over the Gonzaga Eagles, and I know everyone's head tilted when they heard that news, and I know except for the folks down in Forestville. Greg Calhoun done a great job getting that program back up. And how about this? Ranked number 14th in the Washington Post this week, which puts 5 of the WCAC teams, all 5, in the top 15 in the area. Maybe the Post does know what they're talking about every once in a while.
Maybe they got one right. As the St. John's Cadets made their way onto the field, we'll get a coin toss, prayer, and anthem. They put a couple minutes back up here on the clock. And we'll get on. It's homecoming here at St. John's. It's a blackout homecoming. Everybody wearing all black today in the stands on the St. John's side. And that's what the captains have decided the players will wear today as well, as they're going black on black with the – I don't know. I always love the helmets with the numbers on the side.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Both teams are looking clean today. I'm telling you, the uniform deal, the fits are crisp. How about that one?
Steve Howes always talks. He says white on white's their best uniform, so we'll see. Air Raid Andy, of course. We'll see if our friend Coach Stefanelli, how he comes and attacks. But really, at the end of the day, everyone knows what Coach Stefanelli brings when he travels, and it's just one hell of a physical, athletic defense.
Both these teams' defenses are fantastic, and both teams want to establish the run. Both teams want to impose their will. This is going to be a brutal, brutal fight at the line of scrimmage all afternoon.
There's a couple guys. We'll talk about the captains for the St. John's. Obviously, Breon Williams out there. Tariq Boney, can't say enough about him. We'll say his name all day. Stephon DeCarlo Rogers, and, of course, the big man, Adrian Hamilton, representing the Cadets out at the 50-yard line. On the Good Counsel side, they have an excellent roster as well, but we'll make sure at the top to keep your eyes on number 0, Kev, right?
Oh, absolutely. He's got 5 stars next to his name in all of the local publications and any website you can possibly get your hands on. He's a superstar. He's got more offers in the top 10 of college football than he doesn't.
With respect and dignity. Challenge me to always do what is best for my team and not necessarily for myself. Enlighten me to the powerful life lessons I will experience during this competition, win or lose. I ask all these things through Christ our Lord. Amen. St. John Baptist de La Salle. Live Jesus in our hearts. Fans, please remain standing and direct your attention to the right side of the St. John's sideline for the presentation of the national and school colors. The colors are being presented by the St. John's Cadet Corps Color Guard team. Today's team is under the command of Cadet Harry Whiteford, who is carrying the first rifle. Cadet Zach Foster is carrying the American flag. Cadet Julian Jean-Francois is carrying the St. John's flag. Cadet Jackson Vaca is carrying the second rifle. The students of the St. John's Cadet Corps have proudly displayed the nation's colors at events and gatherings for over 100 years.
Always a good opportunity to shout out Mark Irwin, leader of the Cadet Corps, as he sends 4 of his finest at the 50-yard line to get this show started, as they do every week here on Military Road. Looking down there right now, Kevin, looking at this St. John's coaching staff, and Coach Bird, he's the unflappable one. His voice is always like about 4 or 5 decibels below everyone else. His hands are never shaking. He just strikes me as in command and in control, and I think we've seen that so far this year.
Yeah, he's going to need that temperament because right about now he's thinking, this is my first kickoff in this league. What have I gotten myself into? But listen, Coach, we've all been there once or twice, and the team you have today is going to be up to the task, I believe, of making this an incredible contest. Both these guys getting after it right away at the line of scrimmage is we're going to start duking it out, and this is going to be an old-school throwback kind of football game today.
Nolan Stringer out to kick off from the 40. Kobe Ellis is the deep man back for Good Counsel, the senior. We'll see if he gets a chance to field this.
He's their guy. He's their playmaker, leading the team in touchdowns. The Towson commit, Kobe Ellis. St. Mary's Riken, he put 3 scores on the board himself in the pass game, so you understand how dangerous he is. So Nolan Stringer might want to kick this one to a spot on the turf that he's not near.
And it was kicked away from him. And it gets into the end zone. Touchback. Good Counsel offense takes over.
And here comes quarterback Jackson Rice. This young man is a junior coming off a superb sophomore campaign when he elevated his game throughout the course of that season. And you can tell by looking at him in the offseason, he went to work. Both quarterbacks running the ball today, I think, are going to be a huge key for both of these offenses. So keep an eye on his athleticism, and he can spin it.
All by himself in the backfield to start things off. H-back comes out in motion. He's going deep. He's got a receiver.
Julian Jones with the last-minute reaction. I like Coach Stefanelli coming out and taking a shot down the field on the first play of the game here, testing that St. John's secondary.
Yeah, Christian Press got a step there, and the throw he looked like he just kind of pushed it. Didn't get enough air underneath that is what T would have said, because he had a receiver on the sideline there. 2nd and 10. And the handoff over the right side. Darian Hammond, the senior.
I see Nick May in there at the bottom of that pile, one of the numbers. Darian DJ Hammond, the senior bell cow for the Falcons. You'll also see a freshman, number 20, Paul Alston, and those guys will get the majority of the carries here this afternoon.
The freshman, Paul Alston?
You got it.
3rd down. Carry over the left side, and it's going to be short. Brings up 4th down. Coach Stefanelli already sending the punt team in. Big stand, and number 44, one of a few cadets making that stop. Ray Urquia sets
Scott
an
Nyambi
edge.
is just having himself quite the last couple weeks. He's picking up offers from Maryland, from Syracuse. Against St. Michael the Archangel, 6 sacks for the freshman wearing number 32.
Is that good?
Is there a penalty here?
I'm trying to see which referee would have thrown it. They're counting players. Referee says it's good. Nope, it's a penalty, and it'll be 1st down, Good Counsel.
That's a brutal penalty there.
I think they had 12 men on the field, and that's what the call was. An early mistake here in the first quarter extends a Falcons drive. We'll see if they can capitalize. This ball sits at the 31-yard line. And Paul Austin's in the game. Out to the right, and he's brought down. It'll be, technically, that is a sack. He'll be stopped for a loss.
Brayon Williams on senior day on the defensive side of the ball.
And he gets
Boney and Brayon. And if you know
great.
anything about St. John's football, you're going to see Boney and Brayon next to each other on campus, in the hallway, in the locker room. These guys are inseparable, just like they were on that tackle.
Mrs. Williams stopping by the booth before the game. Wish her senior son well. Jackson Rice on 2nd and long. Hands off. Alston tries something in the middle, and it's not there. It's going to be maybe a gain of 1, but it's going to bring up 3rd and long, as Tyler Butler Simpson was one of the cadets who was in pursuit.
Tyreek Powell also. Tyreek Powell and Brayon Williams are going to impact this game on both sides of the ball today, and you can see that in the first drive. And don't forget about Scott Nyambi. This is a freshman, and this guy, Baby Boney.
He might reclassify to senior before it's over. We got a dead ball timeout by St. John's. I'm going to tell you, they had 12 guys on the field again, Kevin.
It was a very good timeout because they got crossed up again, and they were a second away from getting another one. Good recognition out there. They got to get things cleaned up here in personnel.
Just over 9 to go, 3rd and long. Jackson Rice going to be asked to throw this ball. And the secondary has a little bit of juice in it. You mentioned before getting Tyler back. The junior defensive back is a Tyler Butler.
Yeah. When you get back to number 1 junior recruit in Washington, D.C., it's a big deal, especially when you have a guy that's played as many snaps as he had with all that experience. A lot of the guys filling in for Tyler Butler Simpson, freshmen and sophomore guys, when you get into the league play like this, nice to have those vets back.
Rice to throw, and he's going to be brought down by Boney.
The homecoming king, part-time sackmaster, number 44, basketball player, peer minister, homecoming king, leads the world in sacks, and just an overall good guy. 44 setting the tone on the defensive side for the Cadets, as he has for his entire 4-year career.
And everyone's counting. People are taking shoes off here. I see in the stands, getting a good sense of how many players are on the field. Ball is down, and it is a dribbler into Ray Arquea's foot, scooped up on the left-hand side by Nick May. He catches a face mask.
There's a lot happening on this play. We're going to have to talk about it here for a second. We do have a flag flying. I thought I saw a face mask.
Did they call it, so if the ball hits Ray Arquea's foot like it did, that's not a dead ball? We'll see.
It's not a dead ball. No.
Okay. I mean, Nick May had his face mask yanked. This should be pretty darn good field position.
A nice scoop up there by Nick May. Oh, that was that's a face mask. They got it. They called it. Special teams, you thought St. John's came out with the 12 players, and it was going to be a tough – the defense holds strong, 3 and out. And now look at the special teams tides turn again here with a low snap bumble and a pickup by Nick May. Putting the St. John's Cadets down. They're going to stay right inside the 5-yard line, 1st and goal.
Yeah, Chase Spar, the punter, did what he could, fielded it and tried to get a foot on it, but the result is 1st and goal from about the 5-yard line. It was Naeem Woods and Day-Day in the backfield. Tariq Boney on the left side behind that line. That's where the ball's going. Tally Rhodes shakes off a tackler, fights his way to the goal line. It's going to be called at the 1-inch line as he used one hand to push Good Counsel players around.
You can see his vision. I've always said he's a ruckus. He runs like he's fighting. And number 9 sees a little open space, uses some good footwork there. Yeah. He gets every inch he can out of that carry.
Kellen Fraser finally getting him to the ground for the Falcons.
Tough spot there.
And we got a quarterback sneak. They needed an inch. And the near side ref is saying he didn't get it. It's going to bring up 3rd and goal. I mean, you're talking that ball was the nose of the ball was a blade of grass away from the end zone, and that Good Counsel Falcons defensive line stood him up.
I'm going to go ahead and say the last 2 spots weren't great.
It's going to be another push, and it's going to be right at the line, and this time The inside ref is coming in, and there I was waiting for it. He started out in the end zone. He saw it go in. It's going to be a touchdown, Cadets. They're on the board first. Defense gets the ball back. Offense puts it in.
That was an awesome start for the Cadets. I'm not sure what the officials saw there that wasn't seen last time. It's tough to call down there, but how about special teams turning it around? That defensive stop after the giving up the penalty was huge. The sack by Boney on third down put them in fourth and about 17 as Nolan Stringer attempts the extra point.
Ruggiere's the snap. Ricca the hold. The kick is up, and it is
wide right.
Wide right. It's like he just pushed it. Going to be 6-0 with 7.5 to go in the first.
On kickoff coverage here, I would watch number 32, the freshman Scott Niambi. The kid is an incredible football player, but he has such a burst, and he hits like a truck. Those 6 sacks 2 weeks ago were no joke. I mean, he was just going through defenses, and as a freshman, dominating at a level that I've never seen a freshman dominate at on a football field here at St. John's.
Kick is up. Kobe Ellis is going to get a chance at this. Nope, it's going to be into the end zone. Touchback, 1st and 10. Falcons at the 20.
Good Counsel is going to come out here and do their best to get the ball in Kobe Ellis's hands as soon as possible. He is their playmaker. He spreads defenses out with his ability to make plays in space. And he's going to help that run game if they can get him freed up a little bit.
Darian Hammond, the running back. Kobe Ellis on the right side of Jackson Rice. And Tariq Powell with a quick blitz. Jackson Rice makes a good decision, gets it out to Kobe Ellis in the right flat. Defense is there for a minimal gain. It'll be 2nd and 7.
St. John's showing off a little bit of that defensive team speed there. They fly to the ball. You see Tariq Powell time it up perfect.
Freshman Jalen Wallace.
Jalen Wallace, that freshman, getting through the block and making the shoestring tackle.
I'll tell you what, Niambi on the line and Wallace in the secondary. That's a hell of a freshman duo.
Don't forget about DJ Butler, a true freshman linebacker as well. Tons of young talent here on the Cadets defense.
Quick throw inside, well covered and caught by the tight end. It's going to be a first down.
Big time throwing catch there from Jackson Rice to Rowan Walsh. Rowan Walsh, the 6'5", 230-pound tight end, heading to the University of Delaware. It was excellent coverage there. Jackson Rice put it with a little bit of a sidearm motion right where the ball needed to be. First down, that's getting it done.
6.5 here. 6-point lead, 1st and 10. Good Counsel. Sending Ellis out into the right slot. Jackson Rice, he wants the right sideline, and instead, Tariq Boney, number 2.5. We're going to call it 2.5 sacks because Breon Williams was part of that first one. And we'll keep track of that for you, sir, as number 44 on Senior Day, getting active.
When Tariq Boney's in pursuit and you've hit that 5th step and the ball's not out of your hands, you better just take off the chute.
Yep.
You can't wait around because he will show up. He's like the boogeyman. He's going to get there eventually. And he can't be blocked with one man. He's just too good of a high school football player. Tariq Boney getting the edge there. It's asking a lot out of the quarterback, but this guy is one of the best high school football players I've ever seen. 2.5 sacks in the first 6 minutes. Pretty good stat line so far.
St. John showing a rush of 5, and that ball is tipped, but it gets out, and the receiver, Cornelius Smith, the sophomore, makes the catch, but it'll be 3rd and long for Coach Stefanelli and his offense.
St. John's is going to play some press coverage. Good Counsel wants to dink and dunk a little bit, get the ball to their athletes in space, but the team speed of St. John's right now is evident.
I thought that ball was if it wasn't touched, it was impacted.
And the freshman All-American, Under Armour All-American freshman cornerback, Mr. Wallace is something special.
Yep.
Tariq Boney lined up a linebacker right now in the middle, showing blitz. They're moving him around, and he comes
They
up.
bring 5. Ray Okia, they were trying to set up a screen.
Tariq Boney sniffed it out. He blitzes at the A gap. He sniffs it out, redirects to the right side.
Yeah.
Jackson Rice sees it. Smart play by the quarterback, grounding it right at the feet of the receiver. 3 and out. Second drive stop for the Cadets here.
You saw it right there. You saw Boney at the top of your screen.
Yep.
Pursuit, and then he changed direction on a dime and thwarted the Good Counsel Falcons as the punt. A better one this time. Returnable by Brayon Williams, and a nice stop and tackle by Dylan Daniel, the Falcons senior.
Well, the St. John's Cadets defense, led by number 44 Tariq Boney, has shown up for the first 6.5 minutes of this first game of the season in the WCAC, and he's showing these young bucks how to play ball when it's league time. 2.5 sacks, sniffing out that sack. This guy he's different. He plays on a different level.
The Cadets ready to go as Woods gives it off to Dejon Talley Rhodes. And he bounces off some defenders, but Anthony Sweeney stays involved in the play. It'll be a loss of about 8.
And if we want to talk about Tariq Boney as an edge on one side, we're going to have to talk about Mr. Sweeney, the 5-star junior. I mean, he is special. You're not getting around him on that edge. He is way too fast and rangy. Good Counsel's defensive front getting it done at the point of attack.
David Jackson, number 9, the defensive lineman. I was watching him warm up. He looks the part, as do so many of Coach Stefanelli's defensive linemen over the years. Second and very long as Woods swings it out to Day. He's got some daylight, and he gets the penalty yardage back and then some. It's going to bring up not just 3rd and manageable, but a 3rd and 3. Coach Bird and his staff, they have maybe a couple extra plays to call here.
They love using Day in the passing game. Guys rushed for 750 yards and 10 touchdowns so far this year. He's a wrecking crew, and he's a hard guy to tackle, as you see right there. The stiff arm, the speed, the size, he brings all of it.
Hard count. Tariq Powell in the backfield. I miscalled him earlier on, and he had some great defensive plays. The Butler-Simpson family was
Keep an eye on number 1, Naeem
and there
Woods.
he is, yep. Powell over the right side. He breaks a tackle, and he's going to fight his way, and it'll be short. He's short of the first down, but he got 2 yards that sure weren't there at the beginning of that play.
He escaped Anthony Sweeney somehow with a nice stiff arm.
Huge call here for Coach Bird, and it's going to be an easy call for him as he sends the offense to the line of scrimmage. I expect to see a pretty hard count here from Woods.
No doubt.
And we'll see how serious they are about calling this play.
I think we're going to see this go down to the wire. Maybe a timeout call here, unless Coach Bird sees something he likes.
Ball is snapped. The ball is loose. It's on the ground. It'll be recovered by Good Counsel.
Oh, Commanders fans are all.
And that was Brighton Brown, a senior who's comes with a little bit of a reputation of his own. He's an excellent player for Good Counsel, and he got his hands on that ball as Woods never was able to make the handoff here. He never had it, and it was never in the hands.
That looked all too familiar to last
sure
Monday
did.
evening, and I don't care to talk about that anymore.
Minus the rainstorm.
Good Counsel made that happen with the pressure up the middle. Good Counsel's front 4 on that last drive showed that they're ready to play some ball this conference season as well. Big stop for the Falcons.
Best field position of the day for Jackson Rice and his offense, and he looks to throw right away. And he goes for the corner where he has a man, and it looked like maybe the defender slipped. I think I saw Kai Connolly. He might have lost his footing there because Cornelius Smith didn't have someone within 20 yards of him. Kevin, I thought it was a genius move, and I don't know if they meant this or not, and this is a good time for a timeout. They knew it's the referee's timeout. We'll see. Hopefully I don't see any players hurt, but we'll check it out. I love the change. Senior Day was originally for November 1st against McNamara. It's usually your last home game. For a variety of reasons, logistical mostly, they moved it to today. But today might have been the day they really needed it. Today might have been the day Good Counsel comes into the stadium, and the players had an extended meeting while the coaching staff was out here before the game started. just seems like they're a little bit of a different frame of mind here in the first quarter.
You've always been amazing at picking out like which game should be senior day. You know, everyone relies on this.
I wasn't in charge. Handoff. Gain of about 1.
Rushing yards are not coming easy in the first quarter out here today. There are some grown men playing defense. 3rd and long.
3rd and 9 here. And you got to think at this point in time, if they can get themselves 5-6 yards, it certainly is 2-down territory. It might be that either way, Kev.
No doubt about it.
Paul Alston.
They're going to be aggressive inside the 40.
Kobe Ellis swinging wide right. Handoff is Paul Alston, and he is dropped at the point of contact by Will Folk. I believe that's number 11.
Will Polk getting it done. That's exactly who it was, Ken. And that will change things. 4th and 13 is a lot different than 4th and 7 or less. So
that ball sits outside the 40, as you said, Kev.
Yeah. I don't know if that's the proper, but just 4th and 13, you're not going. Not with this pass rush. It's not.
Ball is punted. It ball lands at the 15.
Very good punt. It's got to stop. Oh,
it trickles over the end line. What a play by Will Polk.
Justin Thomas giving all he can to try and make that play down there, but it just the line drive kick. It got there too quick for him to go down it.
There it is.
Nice camera work there, Jordan.
Oh.
So last week at Good Counsel, they got Belichick on the sideline for the DeMatha game. They got Major Tuddy out there. We don't have to offer much, Ken. It's Ricca and Meringolo. That's what we got. Sorry, everybody. Major Tuddy at the coin flip. I know that had to get you jacked.
Well, Major Tuddy's milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Everyone knows that.
And Belichick's blue jeans. You got any commentary on that? All right, here we go.
1st and 10. To throw. Woods. Deep. And the flag comes from inside judge. It's pass interference.
The cornerback had a handle on the top of the shoulder pad, and
Jordan Williams was
it did cause a he's got it. He got the right call here.
He was impeded, shall we say.
There you see it. He just kind of had it on there, and I guess if it looks like a penalty, they're going to call it a penalty. I don't know about that. It looked more egregious from the first go-around.
Jordan Williams, his speed creates problems and penalties.
You are right about that. He can fly, and I've said it multiple times. Fastest freshman in the state of Maryland as a freshman last year.
Over there in Fortsville?
We got a situation with Naeem Woods coming out of the game here. He's got a helmet issue. Freshman Rylan Williams in the game, number 15.
And they're not afraid to throw with him, but they're going to give it to Powell, and that was a smart decision as he
ball's out.
Drops the ball. Good Counsel says they have it again. The first ref gives an early indication as now the referee climbs in there, and Good Counsel does in fact have it. Tariq Powell torpedoed himself up the field, and I think he caught a helmet to the ball.
It was a great tackle. Someone got real low and pads on the ball. It squirted out instantly.
Good handoff, and there he flies forward. And that was Dylan Daniel, who recovered the fumble.
That's a great play. That is a big-time tackle, getting that shoulder pad directly on the football, and the recovery for the Falcons.
And they are literally right back where they were on 4th down. To throw. Oh, and that could have gone a lot of different ways as the tight end. Rowan Walsh brings it in, but that ball hung out there. I thought there was a chance that it would at least get defended. Jackson Rice fired it, gave it just enough mustard.
He certainly did, because from this angle it looked like a 50-50 there, and he put it out in front of him, and nice play by Rowan Walsh. And he had a little something to chip in afterwards.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
He was ready for some conversing.
1st and 10, just outside the 20. Rice, quick throw inside. Finds a receiver who bumps off the tackle. Kai Connolly brings him down.
Pass complete to number 4, Cornelius Smith.
Cornelius Smith, the receiver. It'll be 2nd and 8 yards to go. Just over a minute here in the first quarter. The St. John's defense being asked to cover up here. Jackson Rice, he finds Darian Hammond out. It'll be a tackle for a loss as the running back was in the flat.
I'll tell you right now, St. John's secondary is doing a great job in coverage because Jackson Rice is coming back and he's getting off 1, getting off 2, and coming down to his third options here on the last few plays. Nice job protecting Jackson Rice by the Good Counsel offensive line as well.
Ogbagu and Kai Connolly involved in that tackle. And once again, the Falcons offense behind the sticks, 3rd and long. Kobe Ellis moving to the right. Jackson Rice flushed up in the pocket. He has room, but he's able to escape the grasp and get 11 yards for a first down.
The towel almost became his, or the undershirt almost was his worst nightmare there. But I said both these quarterbacks are going to have to make plays in the run game today. And what a better time than Jackson Rice on 3rd and long, getting it done. Giving Good Counsel some red zone opportunities here.
It will be 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line. Good Counsel bringing in an extra blocker in the backfield. And here comes the run. And a little rugby scrum nets him about 5 yards.
And that'll do it for the first quarter.
6-0. The Cadets up as Good Counsel knocking on the door. They'll begin the second quarter. 2nd and about 5, maybe 6 to go for a first down, which they can get inside the 1. And Kevin, this first quarter, the St. John's team will be kicking themselves. A couple mistakes in this game have put them in a position to have to fight back here inside the 5.
Yeah, 2 fumbles offensively in Good Counsel territory is not what the doctor ordered for Coach B.T. Sherman, the offensive coordinator for the Cadets. Also, a nice special teams play that gave them the ability to go up 6-0 after playing some defense. But St. John's defense feels like they were on the field a majority of that quarter, doesn't it, Ken?
Oh, yeah.
This is when the pass rush slows down a tad bit. But here is the bend but don't break portion of the game here for the Cadets defense. If they can somehow get out of here with a field goal, and this was the name of the game last week in Olney, Good Counsel and DeMatha, the Good Counsel defense held strong time and time again in the red zone against the Stags, keeping their team in the game. This is what the St. John's defense has been asked to do so far with a second quarter getting underway.
Raider Kia, Devin Tinnen, Josiah Mpofo, and Senor. Oh, no, actually, Ogbagu is the 4th there. But that's a pretty good defensive line there at the 6-7 yard line for St. John's for the mission at hand. Paul Alston, the running back for the Falcons, 4 wide. Number 3, Kobe Ellis, inside slot. They got that tight end out there on the right side, Kev. And looks like they were going for him initially as Mpofo.
Smart play by Jackson Rice.
Chasing Rice down.
Just a smart play.
It'll be 3rd down as it looked like maybe the routes just took a little bit too much time to develop. Rowan Walsh trying to find that back corner. Kobe Ellis there as well. And St. John's needs to stop.
St. John's defended that perfectly, sitting in a zone there. The mesh didn't affect the spacing. Huge play here on 3rd down for both sides.
Paul Alston, freshman running back with Jackson Rice. And it'll be a shovel pass. And Kobe Ellis will shake a tackle and slip into the end zone on the left side.
Just well designed. What a great play call right there. That was big time for the Falcons. The old shovel pass. And Kobe Ellis gets touchdown number 6 on the season.
And he knows what to do with the ball when it gets in his hand. This extra point will be for the lead. Second quarter is just underway. Chase Spar on for the attempt. We got a false start on the left side of that line. It'll bring it a little back. We'll see what they're going to call it. And the Falcons are walking backwards.
Well, I think we got it on the camera right there. That's an excellent angle. Jordan's got the false start. I believe it's going to be on number 74.
They're going to call offsides on St. John's.
If Jordan shows that angle, if we show that one more time, I'm just going to say, unsportsmanlike. What do we got going on here?
Maybe they're saying one of the defensive players was
here we have it.
Clapping or saying hike.
Yeah, I mean. What do you
They
think?
still say hike.
No, they don't say hike. No one said hike, Ken.
Chase Spar for the kick. And it's good, 7-6. Good Counsel takes the lead. Then what does a hiker do? We'll see the return game for the Cadets.
Oh, great. That was awesome ball handling by Jackson Rice. He had to yank that ball back, and there was a little bit of a – he had to make a heck of a play to make that work is what I'm saying. St. John's defense has to feel frustrated. They have to feel like they're playing great. They've got a lot of big plays, a lot of tackles for loss, multiple sacks, but they just keep getting put in this position, and eventually a good offense is going to run a play like that. And that's what this is here at Good Counsel. But excellent play call there. That was a big time call.
Tyreek Powell, the deep man for the Cadets. And he'll have a chance at this as he picks it up at the 2. Good return to the 26, 27-yard line. Cadet offense goes to work. It looks like they got the helmet situation sorted.
Yeah, they got to get into some type of rhythm. That last fumble by Tyreek Powell, yes, it was a turnover, but it was the best blocked run of the day for the Cadets, maybe of either side. It was a perfect little inside zone look, and the Cadets' offensive line did good work. I'd like to see them get right back to that as soon as possible.
Day picking his way through the line, fights his way forward for a great first down gain. 6 yards, it'll bring up second and short, second and about 4. Maybe we'll call it 5.
But this is who St. John's is, right there. They want to run the ball. They want to set pace here. They want to get on. They're going no huddle this year. Things are different.
Good to see Big Reddy back in there, number 58.
It is good to see the senior back on senior day.
Another handoff on Rhodes. Dejon Tally Rhodes putting them in third down and very short. Boney will step on. We got a
scoreboard malfunction.
Timeout on the field as they'll.
It just flicked off and flicked back on. I think we're good. Just jiggle it. Just jiggle it a little bit.
Oldest trick in the book. The scoreboard's out. Everyone forgot what the score was. Well, it's 7-6. I believe that's Jordan Williams all by his lonesome in tight single coverage up top of the screen, but it's be a handoff.
And that's enough.
First down, Cadets at the 40-yard line. See if this offense can get some momentum.
That's just what the doctor ordered for this offense. 3 straight runs, move the chains, keep the clock running, let the defense get some rest, although Boney was in on that play. He doesn't need rest.
Tyreek Powell in the backfield. I think you would say St. John's is showing run with their current personnel. And they're going to pass as Woods will listen to the referees call it dead. There's a flag on the field, and it's going to be offsides on defense, is what I initially saw. Encroachment. We'll get
so
the.
I'm
there
sure
it
the
is.
St. John's coaching staff's going to say, well, hey, we were in a passing down about to take a shot. Let us take our shot with that flag down.
Do they not do that in high school, I guess?
If they think that there could be who's impeding, if someone's going to get hit.
Yes.
And,
unimpeded to the quarterback.
Interesting.
1st and 5. Similar formation. A little bunch on the inside left there. 5 seconds to go on the play clock.
I don't know if they know that. They can't see it on this end.
They get the play off.
He did get it off. Good job by Naeem Woods.
And Powell. Oh, and we got flags coming down as there was words exchanged between players on the sideline. Those flags came out as quickly as I've seen a flag come out.
They both pulled that flag at the same time. I think
there was friction. There was
there had to have been some magical words spoken. As Caton Kuba Taylor, a guy whose name we've said for years. And that's Drew Williams, number 4, St. John's senior, a Good Counsel transfer. Played his first 2 years for the Falcons. Transferred him to St. John's last year as a junior. Great kid heading to Marshall.
And it looks like he'll draw the flag. Personal foul. It's a tough one because it's going to be a 15-yard penalty. And it's going to be second, and instead of being second in
that's a killer.
2 or 1 or 2, it's going to be second in about 17 here. Woods with time. Jordan with the catch.
Wow, was that
Jordan
a grab?
Williams.
What a snag.
Made a play on the ball as Woods had time and put some air underneath it. Unfortunately, we do have a flag back at the line of scrimmage, and it looks like it's going to be holding on St. John's.
Boy. Oh, boy.
And that is a kick to the gut for this offense as Jordan Williams made a highlight reel catch.
I mean, that was a beautiful throw and catch, all for naught. Penalties killing this Cadets drive here.
This is about as
That's
long as
25 yards of penalties in 2 plays.
Yeah, in 2 plays. That's right. And it's second and forever. That last play might not have even given this a first down on this play is Powell. He's sticking his way up to the 35-yard line, a huge gain. And if you want to know what 3rd and manageable looks like after 2nd and 30, I think it's this.
Slightly manageable. No one wants to be in 3rd and 15
No.
for Sal Gorgon's defense.
I'm not trying to serve up a healthy servant of silver lining, but that was a great gain on 2nd and long by Powell. Good Counsel brings 4. Woods has time. He steps up into the pocket. Now he's moving up. And he'll slide after a gain of about 6.
Slid. And that brings up 4th down.
4th and 9 here.
I think he might have gotten tackled after the slide. Nah, nothing.
Anthony Sweeney.
Nothing.
He just wanted us to say his name.
Yeah, nothing.
Make sure everyone remembers he's there.
Oh, they remember he's there. I can assure you of that.
All right, Kobe Ellis back at his 20.
10 seconds left on the play clock, and now they paused the play clock. That was interesting. Now it's running again. 5 seconds, they got to get this thing off.
One, that's going to be they'll get it off. Punt is up. It's away. It's a good one. Ball will take a Good Counsel bounce and hang out right in there at the 36.
In that wind a little bit. I didn't know it was much, but it looked like it got caught up. It did, and then it bounced backwards. But nice job by the Good Counsel defense getting the stop, getting the ball back in Jackson Rice's hands. Hey.
There you go. Oh, Chris Dorr filling in for Curtis, who I believe you said we were told his professional paintball team had a travel exhibition this weekend.
The Ballers.
Jackson Rice will keep.
So I think that was supposed to be a zone read, but it didn't unfold fast enough.
So do you call it, is that a sack or a tackle, or just a tackle? Does he become a runner there?
I don't know.
Okay.
I would say that he was running the ball there. That was not a pass play. There was no play action.
If Boney had made the tackle, I probably would have called it a sack. Just, on senior day. 2nd and 11. Cadets have been putting pressure on Rice all day. Rice has made some incredible plays to keep drives going and put points on the board. Kobe Ellis in motion. Rice to throw out to the right. And it is almost picked as Kai Connolly stepped in front of that pass.
Jackson Rice never saw him.
And for at least the 3rd or 4th time today, it'll be 3rd and more than 10 for this Falcons offense, as the Cadets defense has been very good at putting this Falcons offense in bad spots. Kai Connolly's going to want that back.
Yeah.
I feel like he kind of read this play, saw Kobe running in, and he was right there. Quick throw, and it's batted down by Boney. What a play.
He just fills stat lines, every single column. There's ink in all of it.
Difference maker. 4th and 11. Chase Barr comes out. Brayon Williams back to receive. He's standing just outside of his own 30. Punt is away, and it won't be fielded. It'll catch a Falcon bounce and roll as Anthony Sweeney and Dylan Daniel corral it at the 34-yard line. And the Cadets defense making the Falcons work a long field, get them off in 3 downs.
Yeah, we knew there was going to be some great defense played today. Back-to-back possessions, that was the case. St. John's getting the ball here about the 34-yard line. They've seen some success in the deep passing game, minus the holding penalty. They've seen some success in the run game, minus putting it on the floor twice in the Good Counsel side of the field. They got to just get back to what they've been doing. They're playing well, aside from some of these mental errors, which, as you well know, cost you to be 2nd and 25. That drive's dead. Stay ahead of the chains here for the Cadets, and Good Counsel's defense is saying, let's keep shutting down that run game.
Day over the left side. A great tackle. It was a good run and a good gain. Looked like Dylan Daniel, number 1, with the stick. And that is not an easy tackle to make.
David Jackson, the North Carolina commit, the reason for Belichick's presence on the sideline. In the heart of that Good Counsel defense, he's a problem for offenses all across the area, mostly in the conference. Oh, no, there you go.
On the run, 30, 20, 10, 5. Dejon Talley Rhodes with a touchdown. No flags on the field.
Dejon Talley Rhodes having an incredible junior season. Last week, the first 3 times he touched the ball, he took it to the house. He played that game again that last down.
And that gets the hometown crowd worked up. Student section is filled in. And they got something to cheer about with the Cadets back on top here, 12-7. They're going to go for 2 to try to get up by a touchdown. Boney comes into the game.
The big boys up front getting it done for the Cadets on that last run. Day doesn't need much.
Now we got a flag come on. I don't know if they're going to call this an illegal substitution or not. There's only 11 players for St. John's.
Counted that up quick, didn't you?
Referees are going to talk about this. Now, again, this is on the point after attempt. Points are on the board. It is 12-7. This flag will impact the play after, and there's a meeting on the field. And they're going to count off 5 yards.
Someone must have put their hand down and then taken it up.
Coach Bird wants to know what this means. There's a little
they
twirly.
They did that before. The twirly bird.
Yeah, I think it's
I don't
a
like
sub.
that call.
I don't know. The
I just
twirly
don't like
bird.
I just don't like the hand motion.
For 5 yards?
It's not a great hand motion.
It's not. It should be like a 20-yard penalty or nothing.
Let's get a new hand signal for that call.
St. John's is getting ready to run this play. The referees are not on the field yet. There they go. There they come. Well, they got a little more room to work with here inside the 10. Receivers have a little bit of space maybe to work with. And we got a timeout on the field as it will be St. John's wanting to put this play together, and they will continue to ask questions. I think maybe they're going to bring the kicker in. Yeah, Nolan Stringer will come on the field, and they're going to go ahead and take. Now, I wonder if Coach Stefanelli accepted the penalty on the two-pointer, but maybe you can turn it around and take it on the kickoff. I don't know. If I'm Coach Stefanelli, I feel like maybe
penalty's been marked off.
Of course, we need to know what the penalty was for, because the twirly bird, maybe that's just a mandatory 5 no matter what. You don't want to be caught in a twirly bird situation.
I don't like it. Such a big-time play by number 9, Dejan Tally Rhodes. Like we said, that's touchdown number 11 for him on the season.
The Cadets looking for one here. 25-yard kick is up. It's good, and is fielded by Brad Ripito, who put some move on Jordan, our cameraman, and he is looking spry, and we love to see a spry Brad Ripito. It's always a good time.
If Jordan dropped the camera here and tackled Ripito, I would have given him 100.
Here you go for all the marbles.
What do
We've
you got,
been there
Brad?
for a long
Show
time.
Show me your best move.
Here
Give it to me.
Oh!
Give it to me.
Brad, and they put a lot of resources into the chain gang, and he's sporting that brand new ball bag, and there's the spike, and he's loving life.
That's why you come on Saturdays,
That's why you do it.
Coach Bob Malloy's sitting at home on the couch because he heard First Amendment was in town. That definitely cost like 20 different admission tickets at the gate. Who knows about the snack bar? I mean, what the heck? Coach Malloy, your presence here is greatly missed, but I hope you're enjoying it.
And Ripito comes up with a lip, by the way. We're going to keep an eye on that as the game goes on. Ball's fielded inside the 15-yard line. He got a corner, and Justin Thomas with a late flag at the end of the play.
Horse collar put 15 more on that one with the horse collar tackle.
Well, that'll get the ball beyond the 40 if that's the case.
Yep.
And the Falcons.
Oh, no, that's the straight vicious face mask. That was, it was accidental trying to make a play, but oh boy. That wasn't horse collar. That was a full mask removal.
I think you can see him coming off the field just a little bit limp. And I'll stop. Here we go. 1st and 10. Jackson Rice, 6 minutes to go here in the half, down by 6. And a quick out.
Oh, wide open. He's got room.
And galloping away, Cornelius Smith knocked out of bounds at the end of the play by Alex Wilburn. Cornelius Smith came in motion, and St. John's was a little slow to pick him up in the flat.
Yeah, they lost track of the motion man there.
And he galloping down the field. Great field position about the 25-yard line here as both offenses trade big plays. Rice with the keeper. Boney.
Yeah.
He kept him from gaining any yards.
Boney stayed home. As Ampofo and the Ambi check in for the Cadets.
Second and 9 here.
That's 4 tackles, 2.5 sacks, and a pass breakup for number 44 in a quarter and a half.
Darian Hammond, the back. Jackson to throw. In the middle, wide open receiver, Cornelius. Breaks a tackle, dropped by Boney at the 5.
Justin Thomas, I believe.
Yep.
And he was wide open, and he showed some quickness. He caught that ball and made a quick turn to get north and south and get more yards. He almost scored.
And he found the soft spot of the defense there.
And Boney down the field making plays, saving touchdowns.
Yeah, 1st and goal. Bring in Matthew Parker, the senior, in the backfield. Brighton Brown in motion. And they're going to run over that right side with Hammond, and he pushes his way forward. It'll be a gain of 1 or 2, but it'll bring up 2nd down and goal just inside the 3-yard line. And Good Counsel is getting a little push from that line on these short yardage plays. Let's see if they stick with it.
Keep an eye on Jackson Rice here.
And great job, Boney, from one side, and I'll have to get the number on that from the other side. That was Tyreek Powell as they collapse in the backfield. And it'll be 3rd and goal.
Tariq Powell, the bend and quickness around that edge.
Yeah. He's a player.
Looks like Good Counsel's going for some more beef here. Actually, those aren't little gentlemen coming off the field either.
No. Cornelius Smith, Kobe Ellis on the right will get a timeout. That will be St. John's last timeout of the half, I believe. It's at least their second, as Coach Bird and staff will maybe just get him a blow. You don't want to go into halftime with those timeouts if you can give your defense a break on a big 3rd down play.
Keep an eye on what Good Counsel dials up here. Last time in this specific situation, 3rd and goal, we got a little shovel pass off a handoff fake inside. Great call, great red zone play. And you're going to have 2 or 3 of those that you rely upon down here. Going to be interesting to see. I think you got to move Jackson Rice around the pocket a little bit. Let him make a play in space for you down here. I've just, obviously, as you've noticed, been super impressed with his athleticism. Last year I thought he was more of a pocket guy, and this year you can see he has really stepped his game up. He's become more athletic, faster, leaner. He looks good, and that's why I keep talking about getting him the rock, Ken.
Will he go the route of defensive end like the last?
No.
Brighton Brown, the big man. And it's a throw, and it's an inside throw. Cornelius Smith brings it down for a touchdown as the big
we got a flag.
Sophomore receiver.
Flag. It might be pass interference. I don't think it's going to matter. That is just big body, getting inside leverage. A vet quarterback making a heck of a throw. I mean, that's good football.
And that's a good-looking sophomore wide receiver. He's already shown the ability to get the yak, but to be a red zone target for Coach Stefanelli, it's a big deal.
Cornelius Smith started off that drive with that reception down the sidelines and finished it with the slant on the top end. He's looking for more touches from Coach Stefanelli, and he's earning them.
Yep. Chase Barr to give Good Counsel the lead. High snap. And they somehow get it off, and it's good.
He double pump kicked it.
Chase Barr is having an adventure. I feel like Good Counsel's kickers over the years have given us great
hold.
Broadcasting. There it is. It's a good job. Who is that? Thomas Cox.
Brady Cox. Brady Cox. Nice job, Brady. I coached that young man 100 years ago, and nice job getting that hold down and allowing the kicker to make it. Chase Spar did like a double kick.
Yeah.
That's special teams have been quite the adventure this afternoon, like you just mentioned. But that hold will come into play right there.
It's a luxury to be able to celebrate and talk about great holding and special teams play. I feel like the WCAC is so solid from top to bottom. They're good at everything. These kids that come in, they're good right away. All these little things in the game of football that you have to do well that so many teams around the country don't. We take it for granted.
Well, let me tell you this. I coached both holders in the game today in the game of football. So
we're going to talk about them.
I mean, let's do it.
Can't get the kickoff if you don't get the ball down.
Well, it's tangled.
St. John's offense with just under 3.5 minutes to go. They will get the ball first in the second half. Conventional wisdom says get yourself a touchdown here in 3 minutes and 22 seconds. And don't give the other team any chance to do it back to you.
You should write a novel about conventional wisdom.
Well, it's all about conventional wisdom these days.
I think St. John's is timeoutless.
Rhodes, he only needs one play. Gain of 3, bring up 2nd and 7. As the Falcons defense swarmed around number 9 there.
Big Trevor Mercer. He was the defensive player of the week for his efforts against DeMatha last week. Showing why on the first play of this drive.
Up tempo here for the Cadets. They'll check in here at the top of the clock. Tally Rhodes over the right side for a gain of 1.
Brighton Brown, Mercer. That's a big man in the middle.
3rd and 6. Good counsel. Okay,
back-to-back plays by Mercer.
I was waiting to see if they would use that timeout, and they did. Coach Stefanelli wants to give his offense a little time to work if they can get off the field here on 3rd down. You can see the debate. It's right in that area where you don't want to give St. John's offense more time, but at the same time, I think he wants to give Jackson Rice a shot here if they can make this stop.
Yeah, St. John's gets the ball coming back after halftime. Andy Stefanelli looking for a couple minutes to sneak a score here before we get to the break. But you're going to have to stop a 3rd and 6 here. This is a great atmosphere here, man. Stands are packed. Leaves are starting to change a little bit. Temp's perfect. Little breeze. Great day for some football in the nation's capital.
And I don't want to put carts in front of horses, but I do think there is a sense between these two programs that the winner of this game will be at least in the catbird seat for a home playoff game. That's what they both want. They both want to be. Good Counsel wants to be on Friday night in Olney in the playoffs. St. John's wants to be on Military Road on Saturday afternoon in the playoffs, and this game could very well decide that.
Oh, it absolutely will. And if you keep doing carts and horses,
that's true.
We're gonna have to do a throwback game, leather helmets and stuff. We'd be calling that with a megaphone.
Woods rolling out to his right, and he finds Jordan Williams, and he's got to be right on the line.
Close. It is so close.
And they're going to give it to him as he was right there and danced around. I almost thought he gave it up and turned around upfield behind the line, but
Naeem doing a great job of throwing it in rhythm, getting it to him on time so he can continue to go get that first down. Well-designed play there.
Good use of speed. Found that line initially as Powell up the middle, and he's shoestring tackle. Dylan Daniel.
What a tackle that was. That was that was at least another 30 yards.
No one was catching Powell if he gets past that tackle. And is that him with a little bit of a cramp? I don't know if that's Powell or not, but get another look at this run. Based on what we know, right there is when the striding begins. Now, there was a couple guys in the vicinity.
There was.
More than I thought.
I don't wear glasses, and I should.
But he is a strider through the line of scrimmage, Tyreek Powell. He's fun to watch.
Yeah, he's extremely gifted. at this sport at multiple positions.
As Matt Smith tending to the running back. Call him Magic Matt.
You can go right ahead. I will refrain.
1st and 10. Under 2 to go here. And the clock is winding. Dejon Tally Rhodes with the carry. Dylan Daniels putting in some serious hard hat, lunch pail linebacking work.
You don't want your safety making tackles 5 and 6 yards down the field on each possession, but
St. John's wanting up tempo, but they just weren't ready.
Slight miscommunication. Going to cost them 5.
Penalty flag on the play.
This debate.
Second and 5 is the referees trying to put something together, a story to tell us through.
You tell them. No, you tell them.
Arm signals. It's going to be a broken left clavicle on Good Counsel.
What's going on?
It's a 5-yarder. Going to make it a first down.
I have no idea what that penalty could have been.
They're not letting Jordan Harrison snap the ball when he wants to snap it. Dejon over the left side and another stop there.
I think it's the same gentleman.
Dylan Daniel.
No, he wasn't there. Oh, yes, he was.
Yeah, number 1.
I thought I saw him in there. There's gloves.
That is
It's 3 consecutive tackles for number 1, Daniel.
To throw quickly out to the right. Caught.
DeCarlo Rogers.
And it'll bring up short yardage here. 3rd and 1 is what Woods and the Cadets offense will have. Tyreek Powell back in the game at running back, 4 wide receivers for Naeem. Hard count. Doesn't get anyone. 20 on the play clock. Powell with the carry. He's got first down yardage. Flag comes in and thrown at the line of scrimmage where you would expect to see potential hold.
Yep.
As there was a gigantic hole there in the middle of the line. We'll see on this replay if we can get a sense of it. And that'll be 3rd and 11. And those penalties hurt, Kev.
That was a dagger right there.
Clock's rolling. Flag going to stop the play. And I think they're going to get David Jackson on the line. I think they're saying he continues to line up inside. Is this a warning or no?
I thought he did line up offsides on the last play, but also we have an odd angle from where we're sitting.
Yes. Well, that makes it a little easier as you can kind of see that first down from where you are. It's only about 6-7 yards away. Dejon Tally Rhodes, I believe that's number 9 in the backfield. We'll get a better look at that. Brayon Williams also on the field. And you get a sense that at some point in this game, 0 is going to make a play. Dejon Tally Rhodes makes the first tackle or miss, but he'll be stopped for no gain, and that'll bring up 4th down and
if Good
6.
Counsel has a timeout, now would be the time to use it, I think.
Well, they're going to keep the offense on the field. I think they're going to try as hard as they can to use as much time as possible and not snap this ball. Coach Stefanelli will probably want to burn that timeout here. They snap it away. Woods, quick throw. Brayon Williams.
Brayon Williams with a huge play. That's a big, big play for the Cadets.
And he gets out of bounds as he catches the ball at the 30-yard line. And on cue, Zero makes his presence felt on offense.
Naeem Woods has been sharp and crisp all afternoon within the framework of this offense, putting the ball exactly where it needs to be. Great job by the senior, getting the first down yardage and getting out of bounds. Brayon Williams.
Both these quarterbacks today putting just enough on the ball to get it past some pretty handsy defensive backs.
Here comes a shot to the end zone here, Ken.
Woods got time. And that's going to be what I believe is a push before the ball got there. It's going to be a catch to Carlo Rogers.
Not a penalty?
St. John's has no timeouts.
They got to spike it. First down, the clock stops to move the chains. They're going to spike it. There you go.
All right, there you go.
Nice job, number
job.
one. Both quarterbacks today have really impressed me with their poise, their leadership, and their ability to command the offense. They've done an excellent job. Naeem Woods delivering the throw right there on the money, getting the team rallied onto the ball, only wasted 4 seconds.
I think the referees were as surprised as anyone, but that was as big of a push as you can have against a receiver before the ball gets there. But
no harm, no foul if
no
he catches
harm, no foul.
it. But,
that's right.
But that was pretty blatant.
It's first and goal as the ball's inside the 10-yard line, 17 seconds. Got to be careful with this ball. Good Counsel rushing.
You cannot take a sack here. You cannot take a sack.
It's 10 seconds rolling. They've got to get to the line of scrimmage as fast as possible.
You
Can
can't
they do
take a sack. You got to throw it away there.
4, 3, 2, 1, and they don't get it off. And we'll go into the locker room, 14-13 game, as the Good Counsel Falcons defense come up with a sack when they needed it most. We'll be back for second half action. Thanks for hanging with us. We're back with second half action from Fernandez Stadium, St. John's College High School, home of the Cadets. We're the home team, Curly Trails, 14-13 to Our Lady of Good Counsel Falcons. And Kevin, a very uneven flow for the first half. Great plays made by both teams, by great players. This 14-13 game doesn't quite tell that story.
No, we're not surprised by 14-13. We're a little bit surprised by some of the sloppiness of play we're getting today. But nothing to do with how good these kids are and how hard they're playing. It's just penalties and turnovers are hurting both teams here, and special teams play has been a bit of a problem.
St. John's will get the ball first and get that offense back on the field. They left the field at the end of the first half on a sack by the Falcons defense inside the 10 that was just enough to put it out, and that having a chance to put points on the board at the end of the half, you hope that doesn't come back to haunt. But the mental mistakes, the too many men on the field that turn a fourth down into a first down, some of the turnovers, both of these teams have, you said it, just a little sloppy play. I expect both these guys to clean it up here in the second half.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun to watch out here, but when it gets into that, and we don't like to say choppy or
I don't feel like I say it too much.
There was no rhythm to that first half whatsoever. So,
shout out to the Cleary family.
Yes.
Everyone here has been given a name of Dylan Daniel. We should know it's Dylan Cleary, the senior, on his way to
New Hampshire, and we know all about what a good player he is.
Yeah.
We've called his name in the past, and that was we'll chalk that up to being combined 99 years of age.
Yes, and exactly. When you read it, I just assume I'm wrong, and the paper I've been given is right. In this case, I shouldn't have trusted what we saw. But Dylan Cleary had himself a fine first half. In fact, putting his nose in against that running game of St. John's a number of times. So we'll get that name called a couple more times as Chase Spar will get things started in the second half. Brayon Williams looks like he's back deep for the Cadets. At the 3, Brayon patiently finds a seam, gets it to the 22-yard line. And we'll see what this offense has in store for us out of the gate here in the second half.
Once again, St. John's found some success in the run game around some of the penalties, and I thought a majority of that first half that Naeem Woods was fantastic. They just got to keep things rolling and no more of these little sloppy penalties. Put a little drive together and get some points on the board to get some offensive.
Little Uncle Mo.
Sorry, I got a little.
Tyreek Powell over the left side, striding to the 30-yard line. Flag down
To start the half.
Early indication is hold on St. John's.
And to everyone tuning in here, I'd like to give a little score update in the conference at halftime over at Tioga Jackson Field. The DeMatha Stags 12, McNamara Mustangs 7.
How about that? Tight game in Forestville. Mustangs, we all know what the second half means with teams like DeMatha. We'll see if McNamara can hold tight. Another update from around the league I was just given. St. Mary's Riken was up 49-0 in the beginning of the third quarter, I believe, against O'Connell. Down the road here a little bit. That's a score. There's a handoff. Early hole filled in. Short gain. Gain of about 2 yards there. And it wasn't quite 10 yards on the hold as it was a spot penalty past the line of scrimmage. So it'll be second and about 16, 17. Woods, quick throw out to the left. He's got a man, Stephon DiCarlo. Rogers, short gain as that Falcons defense got to the ball quick.
Markel Long got to the ball quickly.
He did. The sophomore made his way. 3rd and long for the Cadets. Behind schedule here. Out of the gate in the second half. Williams, and Rogers. And Brayon.
We got to see this number because this is one heck of a defensive football play. And I thought that might who it would be. Ashton Childs, the sophomore phenom. He was a second-team All-League guy as a freshman last year. Sniffed out this screen and got to it as fast as possible, and that's a big-time play right there. His big brother, a big-time player down in Florida, you remember Aaron Childs.
Oh, yes. Stringer on to punt, 4th and long. And the ball has gotten away quick, and Ashton Childs with a nice little play there as he.
There was pressure. I think there might have been a hand on that. And what a huge start for Good Counsel. St. John's comes out, gets the instant penalty right away. Drive stalls. Special teams, like we've said, have been quite the adventure all day long.
Yeah, the rush came in. Stringer tried to get it away
Dylan
quick.
Cleary was the first into the backfield. I'm not sure who got a hand on that thing, but Ashton Childs corralled it. Good Counsel, 1st and 10 from the 25.
What an athletic play from
yeah, that was.
Defensive lineman. Freshman with the give. Boney.
Tackle for a loss. Scott Nyambi and Tariq Boney splitting that TFL.
2nd and 11.
We got Boney for 7.5 tackles, 3 sacks. Sorry, 2.5 sacks and 3 tackles for a loss.
And a pass breakup.
Oh, I forgot about that PBR. Never forget about that.
I mean,
cold PBR.
Paul Austin stays in. Rice to throw quickly. Cornelius Smith.
Cornelius Smith has been a big factor in the offense today. He's really making a name for himself this afternoon. Jackson Rice not afraid to find him in that zone defense. Great throw.
3rd and short here. 3rd and about 3. Cornelius Smith. Kobe Ellis on the left side. Jackson Rice looking to his left. He's moving to his left, and he's dropped.
Josiah Mpofo.
That was Josiah. I was looking to see if that was an 8 or a 0.
I mean, he just extended himself and got his hand on a cleat there.
And it's an amazing defensive play because the result puts Good Counsel behind the sticks on 4th down and kind of in limbo, kind of never land here, right around the 30-yard line, and might be just out of kicking range, but it's going to be a tough 1st down get.
Yeah, it would be a 44-yarder. And Coach Stefanelli has chosen to go for it on 4th and 11. One of the biggest plays of this afternoon so far right here.
Can't come off sides, can't commit a penalty here. Rice to throw. He gets out to his right. And he goes. Got him in.
What an unbelievable play by Jackson Rice.
On the sideline, they're looking to see if it got his feet in or not. One ref says yes, the other ref agrees. And that was, looks like the tight end, Rowan Walsh, was out there. We'll get if we can get another look at that.
Jackson Rice. Oh, boy. Scott Nyambi's going to say, I think I was helped. Nice job, Jackson Rice, getting out of the pocket, putting that ball only where his guy could catch it. Look at Kobe Ellis.
Yeah. 1st and goal.
That's a big-time play by the quarterback and receiver there. Getting feet down. That's execution.
Brighton Brown lead blocking for Paul Alston, who picks his way over the right side to get dropped at the 5-yard line. There's a flag.
And a face mask. He definitely got a handful of mask.
There will be a half the distance. It'll set up first and goal from about the 3-yard line. It's a tough spot for the defense to have to stand up. Kobe Ellis singled up on the wide side of the field. Alston gets the carry, and he's brought down. Was that Will Pope with the stop?
Nice job, number 11 there on the play.
Second and goal. Brighton Brown will step off. As Cornelius Smith comes in, he was a friendly target for Jackson in this exact spot in the first half. And it's another handoff as the freshman stopped at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a tackle for a loss.
Charlie
officially.
Abago with the TFL.
Third and goal. Justin Thomas steps in, and they got their full complement of receivers now. Be a big victory for this defense to hold them to 3, or at least an attempt for 3.
With 3 yards to go.
Jackson to throw, looking to his left. He's on the move. They get their hands on him, and he'll be brought down at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. Huge stand for this St. John's defense.
Well,
Ray Artia was in there along with
it's decision-making time, and it looks like Coach Stefanelli has made his choice. Field goal unit coming onto the field. Scott Nyambi, Tariq Boney. If you heard me say those names a couple times today, you're definitely going to hear me say them a couple more.
And a good drive by the Falcons. Jackson Rice really carried them with some poise down the field.
Yeah, 4th and 11, playmaker.
The kicker, by the way, the kicker started early. We'll see if this is what they call. I believe this is going to be a false start on the kicker. Yeah, Chase, that'll back the field goal up a little bit. It's still a chip shot, but Chase Spar just gave himself a little bit of a head start. I don't know what the question was there.
I don't either. Would you like free 5 yards or not?
Clock running. Chase to try it again. Good hold. Kick is up. And it's good. And the Falcons extend their lead to 4 points, 17-13.
And Terrence Bird's got to look at his defense right now and say, well done. Nice job. We've put you up against it all day long. That possession started at hour 25, and 3 points, that's not a terrible outcome. Now let's go get it done on offense. No more penalties. Start playing some ball here. Good counsel. You got to be feeling good if you're over there in your Jackson Rice. He's had quite a day. He's been a great leader. He's commanding this offense, Ken. Watching him on 4th and 11 escape, make that play, get his team 3 points. He's an excellent quarterback.
He hasn't been rattled. And there's a lot coming at him that would rattle most quarterbacks.
Yeah, I saw him take a dozen brutal shots last week. It was a very physical game at Good Counsel versus DeMatha, and he gets rid of the ball before the hit gets there, but he's not afraid to eat hits.
Four and a half to go here in the third. The Cadets need some points. Nice snag out of the air by Boney. As he puts his shoulder down and wants a piece of somebody, he crosses the 25-yard line. I think he's got the green light on that one, obviously. What a player. 1st and 10. 28-yard line. Cadets need a lot of things here. They need to feel good about themselves. They need to move this ball. They need to stay error-free. And they've done it. We've seen them do that all year long. Just got to put it together here in a tight spot against this Falcons defense. The ball's on the ground. Naeem, he'll be dropped behind the line. That'll be a loss of about 1 or 2 here. 2nd down and long. There's Anthony Sweeney coming up over the left side. He sees the ball on the ground. Getting blocked there by Jake Ricca. That's going to be a good story at the table tonight. 0, one of the best players in the country coming at the left side there. Dejan Tally Rhodes sneaks through multiple tackles. Anthony Sweeney's there to finish him off, but the damage was done as on 2nd and long, Day gives him 3rd and short.
He's so physical. We got to find better words to describe him, but I said.
He takes a hit from his own guy.
Friendly fire. He'll hit anything. He doesn't care. And the first guy rarely tackles Day.
Reed Baker putting his nose in there. Whistle on the field. Not sure what it's about as the play clock continues to roll. Woods looking to his left. It's not going to be enough. It's 4th and 2. And the punt team will come on for St. John's here on 4th down. Woods tried to escape the pocket. The Falcons' defensive line didn't give him much room.
No, Good Counsel's defense stepped up big there.
We got a flag down. They're going to call a false start. I didn't even see anyone get set to false start from, but that's the call, and it'll be 5 yards back. A little more room for Nolan Stringer to punt this ball. Snap is good. Punt is away. And it's going to get a St. John's roll. As Eli Jacques downs it at the 34-yard line, and that is where Jackson Rice and his fellow Falcons will take over on offense. 1:59 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Nice little flyover there.
Yes. Thought you were going to tell everyone what type of helicopter that was.
I'm mostly
Tomahawk?
Yeah, I'm a Tomahawk guy. Airwolf. Beautiful day here on campus at St. John's. Kobe Ellis. Ball goes out to the right. Cornelius Smith with the catch. Gain of 4 on 1st down. As he's showing an ability to get chunks of yardage here in that passing game for Good Counsel. It's like a long handoff. He's got that big size, and he can kind of turn around and stretch for even another 1.5 yards. Second and 7. Rice looking to throw. He's on the move, and he's going to be dropped for a sack. Niambi, one of the first ones there. Ampofo also involved. I believe Will Polk got a piece.
That's a team effort. We have seen some great defense today. And Charlie Abagu, first there. First responder. Ampofo and Polk.
You know what? I apologize. Abagu gets the credit. I just assume I see that first 3. I assume it's Niambi, but it was Charlie. Third and pretty close to 20, third and 18, third and 19. Rowan Walsh in motion. I think we're going to get a false start. Back him up another 5. It'll be third and forever. Both of these teams have put themselves in the hole all day long.
You got to know where Corey Smith is at all times. Corey Smith Jr., the sophomore with offers from Nebraska, Virginia Tech, Boston College, Syracuse. When it's third and forever, that's what I'm looking to.
Okay. Quick throw out to the right, and it's blocked down. Ogboga with 2 great plays in a row for this Cadets defense. He could put a ring on that drive. I don't know. Maybe don't put a ring on it. Freon Williams is back to receive the punt. No rings. No rings. No jewelry.
Lord of the Rings, Ken Meringolo with all the hot adjectives.
One ring to rule them all. And there's the punt. The punt's off the ground.
Great job right there.
Chase Barr gets it away. It's very returnable. Brown over the 50. He's going to get to the 40. He's running across the 30-yard line where he'll go out of bounds. Best field position of the day to start a drive for the Cadets.
And ladies and gentlemen, we have a play with no penalties, so we can all be happy about that.
Charlie Ogboga getting tapped up by his teammates. He had one heck of a drive there.
Yeah, great individual effort. Look at the famine and the shade tree.
Was that Big Ready?
That's where everyone hides.
A little rumble.
So no one knows that they're affiliated with First Amendment Sports.
Keeper.
Yeah, I thought we'd see a little bit more of that in that first half, but I like it. Starting off with Naeem, getting a little 3 yards here. I think they're going to need him to become more of a factor in this fourth quarter in the run game.
Get a block from Powell, and that'll do it. We'll go to the fourth quarter with a tight game. Cadets offense on the field looking to take the lead, trailing 17-13 as the Good Counsel Falcons defense having themselves a day, Kevin. And the Good Counsel Falcons defense really, how about this? Both of these defenses are the reason why both of these teams are so alive in this game right now. The Falcons defense, this is a lot to ask of them in this spot.
No doubt about it, and there was a lot asked of them last week as well, only giving up 7 points to DeMatha, having the ball in their end virtually the entire game, all night long. Obviously, they're very tough. They bend but don't break. St. John's has got to figure out a way to make them break here. It's the fourth quarter of the first league game. This is big time. I get the feeling, Ken, there's going to be a huge play made by one of these superstars to ice this one. There's going to be a heavy dose of number 9 as well.
I think so. I think
one of those running backs that gets better as the game goes on. He wears down opponents. You got to tackle him over and over again. Ask Dylan Cleary, who's done it all afternoon to the tune of 6 tackles. It's part of the job description, but I'm not saying it has to be fun.
Oh, it is not fun. It is a business decision, and he is in the business of making tough tackles. Number 1 is for Good Counsel. We like this backfield, too, for St. John's. Powell and Tally Rhodes in the backfield with Woods.
Yeah, with big Jordan Williams and Adrian Harrison leading the charge on the offensive line on senior day.
Powell. He gets turned around by Brighton Brown in the hole. We got 2 flags coming from inside and out. I'm not sure what that is.
Typically it's a face mask, but I didn't see it. And they came flying from everywhere.
Initial indication, I believe, is going to be a face mask, like you said, on Good Counsel. That's what I thought they said, and you're dead on right. And that's a huge, huge penalty because it kind of moves St. John's directly into scoring position outside the 10. They can get a first down here. Really gives this offense and Coach BT, he has the whole book, I think, here. Jordan Williams in the left slot. Miscommunication as the left was left a little bit uncovered. Dejon Talley Rhodes, he gets inside. It's going to be right on the first down stick, and Jordan Williams was trying to communicate in there. It looked like Dylan Cleary had to react
another
at the
flag
last second.
On the play.
You're right.
We can't get through a play without a penalty on either team.
St. John's making the walk back. It's going to be holding on St. John's. And that's a missed opportunity as Good Counsel got caught.
How about Dejon Talley Rhodes? He's dynamic with the ball.
Nice shot from the back corner of the end zone there from our main man, Jordan. Seven on the play clock. First and long. Rhodes over the right side. He cuts it back into the middle of the field. It'll be a gain of about 4, maybe 5. We'll call it 4. Brings up second down. And you got to get something chunky here. You got to give yourself a chance on third down to have the chance to potentially go for it on fourth. Right now, a 2nd and 15, 2nd and 14. And on cue, Powell bounces off what looked like his own man there.
Just couldn't keep his feet in the hole.
3rd and about 10 here. He had some daylight.
Here we go. Big play here. What, about 11 yards?
That's right. They can get a first down inside what looks like the 3-yard line.
This might be a timeout situation. Now they got 5 seconds on the play clock. They got to get it off here.
Powell over the left side, running hard, running through, and get into the end zone for a touchdown.
Wow.
No flags. They're saying the players are saying the ball was loose, but I saw a touchdown signified by the.
They're saying fumble recovery, Good Counsel football. We got to see that again.
The referees are going to talk about it.
I mean, if it can happen, it has happened this afternoon.
And
we'll get a look right here. We'll get a look right here. No, it's so close. We're not going to be able to tell from that angle. Here we go.
Here we go again. Ball does come out. We just don't know when. He's hit there. He hits his own man. That ball looks like it's wobbling, but it doesn't look like he's lost full possession.
Yeah. It looks like that was a fumble. It looks like he fumbled it right before he crossed the goal line.
Looked like the ball came out right before it looked like on contact with his own lineman here. He breaks the tackle, and as he makes contact, the ball kind of starts to come undone.
Just a really tough break for the Cadets here. It's a great run by Tyreek, but you can see.
And the ball actually falls out and never actually crosses the goal line.
It didn't. The referees got that one right.
Run on first down for Darian Hammond is very successful. One of their better inside runs of the day for 6 yards.
And now the argument is where the ball was recovered.
Yeah, I got
why it wouldn't be recovered at the 1, but I think it got kicked into the end zone.
Yeah.
Where it was recovered, which is obviously a touchback, and why we're out at the 20.
Second down.
Great work there by Luke, David, Jordan,
absolutely,
Tamar, Harlan, our whole crew.
The official staff thanks you.
Yes, yes.
They got it right, and you showed everyone that they did.
Hammond moving into the slot. Tyler Butler-Simpson will pick him up Kobe Ellis in motion. Ball's on the ground. It stays on the ground, and it's a scoop by Niambi, and he's at the 10-yard line, and St. John's is back in business. As Jackson Rice never got the snap. And the Cadets defensive line turned into Ogbagu again, turned into a beast.
Having a half. This second half, I'll see your fumble and raise you one back.
Ogbagu gets there quick.
That is, what a play by Charlie Ogbagu.
Niambi is just having a freshman year of for the ages.
Can you imagine?
I can't remember how many sacks and scoops I had my freshman year, Kev, but it was approximately 0.
It was a triple scoop at Baskins, and you know it.
You better
what a
believe
play.
It was.
What a play there. This is crazy. A fumble at the 1-inch line, a botched shotgun snap. We're getting it all today.
I'm going to tell you that they're the same exact spot they started the last drive at first down on its Rhodes. Dejon Talley Rhodes. It's going to be a gain of about 2.
Nice play there by Brighton Brown. Getting filthy inside there.
Big Raider Kia getting some snaps on O. It's Brayon Williams coming out. You wonder if you're going to get a chance to see one into the end zone here. Woods with the keeper, and he is lucky to get
ready.
Positive yardage.
They were ready for him there. We were not keep sneaking anything. There was 4 or 5 guys out there ready and waiting.
They thought they had him fooled. What?
He does a good job.
David Jackson?
He does a good job to get back to the line of scrimmage there.
Absolutely.
I mean, he actually gains a yard, but
Grant Altuner involved, if I'm not mistaken. That's a family.
Altuner.
We know about the Altuner family.
Yeah, Grant's got a 98-yard scoop and score this season, and Big Brother's man in the trenches at Virginia Tech doing a heck of a job.
Third down. The inside give to Day, and it's going to bring up 4th and about 2.
I think running the ball there suggests that they're going for it here regardless. It's 2-down territory. If you're going to run that play there, that means you're going for it on 4th.
And I'd run the same play again.
Chase Brown, nice play there on defense.
We'll see if Dejon Talley Rhodes gets the call here on 4th and short. He doesn't. Woods a throw. And it's not good enough for a first down as Dejon Talley Rhodes brought down at the 5-yard line. It'll be a turnover on down. 7:14 to go in this game. Falcons back on the field. 1st and 10 from the shadow of their own goal line here.
I'm going to tell you right now, the Good Counsel red zone defense is obviously ferocious. They just don't give up touchdowns. They don't give up points on this drive. What a nice job they've done to start off the season
Caden
in
Taylor.
their red zone responsibilities.
Great tackle. Caden Taylor. We know number 9's not easy to bring down, and he did it in the open field when it mattered most. 1st and 10 from the 6th. Jackson Rice. Paul Alston in the game. And that's going to be a tackle for a loss. It'll be 2nd and about 12 as the
Scott Niambi, Josiah Mpofo. I could just keep on repeating those phrases.
And this Cadets defense is being asked yet again to get this ball back and get that offense another chance. Rice to throw to his left, and he overthrows Rowan Walsh, the senior tight end. And can't say it enough. I know we say certain words every week, but one thing we will gladly keep saying when they get it done is when a defense is continually putting the offense in 3rd and long. And once again, the Good Counsel Falcons are in 3rd and long, 3rd and 11, 3rd and 12. All day. Let's see what Jackson Rice has in store for us. Now we got to jump. They're going to call it on St. John's. It's a little jumpiness. It's still going to be third down. It'll just be a slightly better yardage.
Oh, that's a huge breath right there. That's you don't have to snap that into the end zone. This definitely opens up the playbook here. That might have been a handoff and punt scenario.
That's right.
And now I think Good Counsel has the chance.
And they've been setting up the screen all day. We got a timeout on the field as Coach Stefanelli wants to chit-chat about this.
Yeah, this is really important. One of the most important downs of the game here.
6-11, 4-point game, huge third down for both teams at this point as the clock will become a bigger character in the story.
And I know that was Good Counsel's first timeout, and I know St. John's hasn't called one this half, so get ready for a bunch of timeout calling.
We just got 21 seconds added to the clock. Yeah, no one's taking their timeouts with them.
Well, I got the feeling we've been watching this game. It's been a little different. You get the feeling that one of these big-time players is going to explode. Something's about to happen here. Someone's got to go out and win this thing. As the defenses both hold serve back and forth in the second half specifically, someone offensively is going to have to stand up. Here we go. Third and about 7.
Yeah, I think that's right, Kev. They got to get to about the 6. They got to get past the 16-yard line. Say they got to get to the 17. Rice to throw. Out to the flat.
No one there.
Paul Alston with room to run. Picks up the first down, 21-yard line, 1st and 10.
Man, Good Counsel dodges a bullet there with the penalty and the third down conversion.
The freshman stays in at running back. And he gets the carry. And he gets over the left side, and he's got room to run. First down yardage. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 35. That's 2 plays in a row. Paul Alston.
I think that's his biggest carry of the day. It's the longest rush of the day for Paul.
First down, Good Counsel. Tackle by number 12, Nick May.
Israel Woods to Andrade with the tackle.
Gain of about a half yard there is the
Ray
defensive
Arquilla.
line.
Ray Arquilla.
Tackle by number 99, Ray Crone. Second down.
2nd and 10. Good Counsel using some clock here, as you would expect they would. Darian Hammond checks back in the game, the senior running back, number 7. Rice to throw. He had Cornelius Smith early, then he checks back to Rowan Walsh. And Rowan Walsh with the catch. And sets up a 3rd and short for the Falcons.
What a luxury to have a 6'5", 235-pounder on 2nd and 10 on the flank.
Another big 3rd down here. St. John's showing 4. And they, right away,
What a grab.
Ogu got in the quarterback's face, and Jackson Rice got it out of there.
I told you, he's not afraid to eat hits. He stood in there like a champ, waited for the last second, got rid of the ball, and took the blow.
It looks like there's a penalty, and it looks like it's on, well, we'll see. I don't know
Is it dead
anymore.
ball?
It's a great question. They haven't moved the downs. They haven't moved the down markers yet, and Good Counsel's marching backwards. If it's a dead ball, it'd still be 1st down. I guess is your point, right?
Exactly. All right.
An eligible man downfield.
So it's the age-old RPO. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. It's going to be a guard, and there's about a 1 yard grace period. And if you get past that 1 yard, they're going to flag you, and that's a shame because Jackson Rice just hung in there, delivered, took a crushing hit.
Yeah. It's hard to imagine even an offensive lineman could have gotten a yard and a half downfield. It all happened so fast.
It's true.
But it's going to be 3rd and 8 here, and the Cadets defense with just a little bit of help there on that penalty. Let's see what the Falcons call here. Rice to throw, looking to his left, moving up in the pocket, and he's going to be brought down. Scott Niami got his hands in there along with Boney, along with, was it Will Polk potentially? I don't know. Someone else in there.
Big stop from the defense there.
Another sack for the Cadets.
And Boney again.
Yeah, he's getting at least a half there. We're going to bump him up to 3.
3.5.
3.5. Spar with the punt. Up and away. Returnable. Williams gets away from the first man. Gets away from the second man. Gets away from the third, fourth, and fifth man. And they say the ball's on the ground, and Good Counsel thinks they have it.
I think they might, Ken. Hold on. Who's coming up with it?
Oh, St. John's came
Look
up
at
with
number
the ball.
16, DJ Butler, the freshman. How would they get? How? If he came up with the ball and they're all standing around.
Came up with the ball. The referees are still talking, but they're pointing in the direction
Looks like
of the
Good
Falcons.
Counsel originally had it, but when someone else comes out of there with it, and those 3 guys are standing there.
Here's the ball. Braille Williams just fighting for yards.
Good Counsel certainly recovers that right there. He's still grabbing at it, and everyone's still scrambling. So
someone won the fight there at the end for the ball because look like DJ Butler had his hands on it.
It's if you're a St. John's fan, I can understand your frustration.
Yep. Malachi Barr with the strip, I believe, number 48, the senior, in the right place at the right time as Brayon was spin moving. Paul Austin with the carry, tackle for a loss. Will Polk.
Number 20, Paul Austin on the carry. He is tackled by number 11, Will Polk.
And St. John's starts using the timeouts.
Second down.
Yeah, just over 3.5 to go here. Down by 4. Defense again. Keep saying that. Asked to come up big.
The defense has been spectacular on both sides of the ball today. But, yeah, how many times can St. John's ask the defense to get the job done? .345 on the clock.
Want to say a
Yes.
quick shout out. There we are as our main man, DeMar Gordon next to us. There's Jordan Klemko. There he is on the field. Director. Oh, and there's Harlan. Harlan Badowski. Thank you, sir. Luke David working the sticks today. Just a crack crew here for First Amendment Sports on a sunny day at St. John's.
Hey, man, 4 great guys to work with. I can tell you that much. And this is what we show up for. Forget about everything that's happened up to this point and focus on 3:45 left, 17-13, WCAC clash.
That's right.
Both teams got 2 timeouts left. Let's see how it goes.
Good Counsel staying big on offense. 2 wide to the left. And they're going to get a jump again here as Jackson Rice pulls the defense off sides. It'll cost him 5. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Against St. John. It remains second down.
Jackson Rice Throw into the corner. He's got Kobe Ellis, and it's right on him. What great throw. What great coverage.
Going for the jugular there.
Julian Jones, I believe, in coverage, but it was a great play all around.
Fantastic play by Julian Jones. The Holy Cross commit in one-on-one coverage. That's a beautiful ball there. Great route. That's good football.
Here we go. Another third down opportunity here for both of these squads.
And the clock stopped on that incomplete pass, allowing St. John's to save another timeout.
Cornelius Smith is getting some extra attention here on the sidelines. Jackson Rice, handoff to Paul Alston, and he's dropped behind the line of scrimmage by Ray Urquia.
Ray Urquia wants that TFL.
The ninth-year senior.
Junior.
The ninth-year junior. Number 99's Death Taxes and Ray Urquia. And Chase Spar will come out to punt. He'll stand just on St. John's side of the field. Doesn't look like St. John's is even going to put anyone back to return this one. They're going for the block. And the ball bounces at the 1 and inside the 5. And it's going to be down. Wait a second. Okay, Dylan Cleary got it at the 1-inch line. No, the one guy's saying it hit the goal, but the referee's saying it didn't.
Let's look at it. Man, that was tight.
Here we go. See if any blades of grass touched it here as the ball takes a little roll at the end.
Oh! That was so close.
Dylan Cleary.
You risk taker.
That was one of the bolder calls.
Hey,
Coach
once again,
Schertzberg.
Jordan. I mean,
great job all.
Am I in charge of awarding Emmys? Because I'd like to give him one on the field as soon as it's over.
Okay, 99.9 yards away from glory here.
By the way, I keep asking for replays, and Luke keeps just dropping them at it. This is fun.
Well, at least you don't have to face the Falcons' red zone defense.
99 yards to go.
Dejon Talley Rhodes. And they're looking for the extra at the end. The back judge comes in.
If you've been throwing flags every play all day long and you get a crown of helmet to the helmet, you got to call it. Come on. And I think they did.
Back judge is going to call it. Ball comes out at the 15-yard line. I believe that'll move it to the 30.
Yeah, I mean, just happens.
We do have a man down. Thankfully, it's only cramps. As Good Counsel has a defender on the ground.
Yep.
He's getting worked on by the staff. But that's a huge, huge penalty. It's a great run for starters by Dejon Talley Rhodes to get out of the shadow of the goalpost. And 15 yards is worth its weight in gold.
Well, as the defense comes off the field, they got to look at their guys and say, we've done it. We have done our job. We've held up our end of the bargain. You guys got 99 yards to go. Naeem Woods has got to get in that huddle. Look at those guys and say, let's go. Let's get it done here. We have a chance, after everything that's happened today, to erase all of it and get a W. This Good Counsel defense, like I said, bend but don't break. You can move the ball in between the 20s on them, but you got to figure out a way to finish.
I'm sure every team wants it, but the big strike here might be the best option. You don't want to put that Good Counsel Falcons defense in a box and give them. They've been great for the last 2 weeks at.
Well, they're just so well coached, and
that's right.
It's part of the deal. And when you're that fast and well coached and athletic, you're going to be tough in the red zone when everything shrinks.
We'll give you a sense of who they're helping out here when we're able to. Looked like it was just a cramp, and it looks like it still is. They're working out maybe a little tightness there as both teams get a blow. Ball does sit on the 30. 2 minutes, 49 seconds. Clock will be stopped. It won't wind on the whistle. 70 yards to go.
I mean, this is what it's all about on both sides of the ball right here. Finishing and conference play. Coach Bird just went over to check on the young man from Good Counsel.
Looks like they're going to try to get him up. And it's Brighton Brown.
Walking off on 2 feet.
Yeah, it's a two-way beast for Coach Stefanelli, the senior. He's been on the field a lot today.
Oh, he's been moving piles all day long.
On the previous play, the penalty was against Good Counsel. That sets up a St. John's first down.
1st and 10 at the 30. Jordan Williams, bottom of your screen. Looks like Boney's in. And we know what St. John's wants to do. We'll see if Woods intercepted at the 35-yard line. Pass intended for Stephon DeCarlo Rogers. And a nice interception there by Reed Baker, the sophomore cover man.
Perfect coverage by Reed Baker. That one needed some more air under it. Just a slight bit underthrown.
Two timeouts left.
The sophomore Reed Baker, man, this is a guy with a forced fumble and a pass breakup last week. He's picked himself up a Boston College offer. Now he's got himself a pick in league play.
Huge play for the Falcons.
St. John's are going to call a timeout here.
It'll be 2nd and 10.
With 1 left.
Number 7, Darius Hammond on the carry.
I mean, this is getting to the time and place when a first down here can come close to getting it done.
Yeah, we got St. John's for 1 timeout left, right?
Yep. I think that was the 5th turnover of the day, and as we all know, hard to win that way.
It's really, really difficult.
Now, St. John's with 1 timeout left here. If they hold these next 2 downs, they will have a chance to get the ball back. It'll be with about 40 seconds on the clock. But, hey, meanwhile, Good Counsel over there, you saw Andy Stefanelli take a shot to Kobe Ellis on that last series.
Yeah.
They are not afraid here to go for the dagger and end it. With a quarterback like Jackson Rice, the way he's played today, I think the trust level's there that he won't make a mistake.
The senior running back on the field looks like number 7, Darian Hammond, I believe. And he gets the carry. Ampofo and is that Niambi? That's Niambi.
Yes.
In the backfield. Agbago gets there 3rd. It's going to be 3rd down. And 13 is once again this Cadets defense has just stood up and put the team on its back. They're putting the Cadets in a position to have opportunities.
No doubt about it. They've done that all day long,
including themselves here. I mean, at some point, you know, one of these guys out there might say we might have to score ourselves.
Yeah, I would be shocked if this isn't a run.
Yes.
I mean, you got to run clock here. You got to take time off. St. John's has no timeouts left. 3rd and 13 is too long to be fooling around. If we know Coach Stefanelli the way we do,
absolutely,
they're going to hand this ball off, let the clock run down, send the punt team on out there, and let the defense finish it.
That's right.
St. John's fans, make some noise. It's 3rd down.
Rice awaits the snap.
Oh, boy, they're throwing it, Ken.
Kobe Ellis.
Wow. All right.
Tackled in the open field.
I'm shocked, but that was cool. You got that shows how he feels about those two guys.
Sure.
I mean, it really does because, man.
Good
so they're going to have to punt this thing with about 1:40 on the clock-ish around there.
Yep.
St. John's going to have about a minute and a half. Clock does stop on first downs. That's the only way besides getting out of bounds it will for the Cadets moving forward with no timeouts left.
And Tyreek Powell is on the field to receive this.
I wouldn't kick it anywhere near him.
And I would be shocked if Chase Barr does that. 7 on the play clock. And here comes the snap, and it pushes him a little bit to his left, but it'll be returnable by Powell, who catches it at the 25-yard line. He's at the 30. In the grasp at the 37, 38-yard line.
That's great. That's great coverage there. There was 7 dudes. There was no chance. That ball was kicked right at Tariq Powell, and he had a head of steam. You'd have thought he'd gotten a little more out of that. Nice job on punt coverage there by the Falcons.
Yeah, Chase Brown with the good open field tackle there.
61 yards to go.
And 61 seconds to go it in.
91. But who's counting?
91. Gee, I thought I had something there.
I just mathed you.
Gosh. We'll edit that out in post. Anthony Sweeney looking to put his print on the game as the swing pass out to Dejon Talley-Rhodes, and he's got a first down.
And that's very important because that clock will stop to move the chains. The Cadets can get their offense set. Looks like we have an injured player down. That'll stop the clock.
Clock is... Now the clock will stop with an injury. Now, do they wind it?
They will, but they'll let everyone get set. They'll get him off the field. St. John's will line up. Referee will stand over the ball, wind the clock, and back off.
Is that 6? Is that Caton Taylor? I can't tell, but it looks like another cramp. That takes me all the way back to August. That sun out there.
And he's up.
Yeah, Caden Taylor's put in some work today. He's made some great tackles. I mean, this Good Counsel defense has played about as well.
This young man walking off the field is committed to Army. We always love shouting those guys out, and it takes a special individual to put himself in that position. Hopefully that leg's all right.
Best home jersey in the world. 3 wide left. Woods throw. He's looking to his right. He's going up the sidelines. I believe he wanted Drew Williams, and I believe that was once again Reed Baker in coverage. Good throw. Better throw this time from Woods as he put it into place where his receiver could get a hand on it. Second and 10. Clock stopped.
.25 on the play clock, plenty of time.
Woods has time. And that ball is batted down by Altuner,
Wow.
almost with the interception to himself.
Altuner was thinking about his second defensive touchdown this season.
What a great play.
It really is.
He fends off the block, gets his hands in the air.
And that screen was going to get a first down. That play was set up there.
How many Good Counsel defensive ends over the years have we watched get their hands up and make plays like that?
They've had some special talent at that spot.
Dejon Talley-Rhodes up the middle. Some hard yards, but it's going to be 4th down here as St. John's gets back to the line of scrimmage. And this is everything here for this offense as they need a full 6 yards to keep this drive going. Under 50 as the play's coming in. A lot of time on this play. They want to get it right, but
they got 20 seconds on the play clock. They got time. But there's too much of that big clock running for everyone's liking. But you got to get it right on 4th.
Woods. They're going to say, I believe that was a throw. He was just trying to get rid of it. It's going to be an incomplete throw. That's what the referee is saying as he squirted it out of the pocket, tried to make it himself, and he was brought down at the line of scrimmage. and he's just upset and disappointed at himself, frustrated by this Falcons defense, and that's been the story today. Coach Stefanelli and this defense.
You're absolutely right. That's that unit got the job done, and it looks like Falcons are going to take this one. Well-earned victory from Good Counsel.
Now we got a flag, a dead ball flag, and it looks like it's going to go on Good Counsel.
At this point, it's just language arts class out there.
Yep.
I mean, it's
the referees. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike on Good Counsel. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike on St. John's. Offsetting.
Just great job, ref. Great job. You nailed it.
And we'll get back to the victory formation here for Jackson Rice. One knee will do it. There it is. And as the clock winds down, these two teams will most likely face each other again with a little bit more on the line, possibly in a different venue. All that remains to be determined as the season unwinds. Your final from Fernandez Stadium, 17-13 as the Falcons take down the Cadets. We'll see you next week here at St. John's. I'm sorry, in 2 weeks, St. John's takes on McNamara. We'll see you then.